Yeah, hello and welcome to another update video about Bitcoin. Yeah, Bitcoin at the moment is just doing what it's supposed to be doing. It's climbing towards this white target area that we talked about between 38,272 and 43K. Yes, it doesn't need to get to 38,272. This is simply the level on the daily time frame that matters next. In terms of minimum expectations, in terms of fib levels, that was the 38.2 fib level at 32,487. So this was the minimum you would expect for a wave 1 of a larger degree wave 3. I think I talked about that in yesterday's video. What matters more are the fib levels on the lower time frame for this fifth wave. That's the idea that we could be in this fifth wave already of the first wave. If you watched the previous videos, then you know that. So let's go to the shorter time frame. In yesterday's videos, I shared with you here on the smaller time frame a tradable setup, which was here this B wave pullback of circle wave 3, generated a nice profitable trade for anybody who used it. The idea was that a third wave completed here on the 24th of October, and then a fourth wave either here on the 3rd of November, or that we could have pulled back into the orange support area a little bit deeper before going up. But in both scenarios, we were focusing on another high in wave 5, and it seemed to take the more direct route, which is good to see. And it even allowed that setup to work out when the price came down here to the golden ratio at basically 35,100, reacted to it, and is now rallying here to the next fib levels. I think in yesterday's video, my last video, which I made, I think just when the breakout actually happened, I highlighted to you that I would like to see this C wave go a little higher. Most likely a third wave in a diagonal, because obviously if we say wave 4 finished here, which we have to assume on the 3rd of November, in a running flat, which you can never really believe or trust these patterns. You need to see evidence. But if we really assume that we are now in this wave 5, then I did highlight to you that the minimum I'd like to see is that all 5 waves end at least at 37,600, roughly 670. So that's what I would like to see, and we could get there. Maybe even higher, but ideally not above 43K. We talked about that as well in yesterday's video. Then it would get too long, this move to the upside, and we might need to change the scenario here a little bit, and it increases the risk actually for a bearish case, because this could then be an ABC structure if this wave to the upside is too long. Okay, so let me know in the comments if you have any questions about that, but we talked about that extensively. And the idea was to go a little higher in this third wave, because the third wave of the fifth is usually going into the region between the 1.236 and the 1.38 extensions. I think yesterday we were just below that, and sometimes even higher, okay? They can always extend higher, but the ideal range is sort of between the 1.236 and 1.38, maybe 1.618, but cryptos sometimes like to extend a little higher. So that was fulfilled, and this is the C wave of wave 3, which we're currently working on. This C wave, I mean, hard to really pin down a microstructure here. It might give us another squiggle higher, and then the next fib extension level is here, 37,170, and then 37,670. 170 and 670. And the pullback in the wave 4, which can happen at any time, should not be deeper than the golden ratio, the 61.8 retracement, which is at 35,340. So this is the support area. I can only share with you whenever minimum expectations are fulfilled. They are now. Okay, so scenario has been fulfilled. We wanted to see another high. Also, this C wave has fulfilled minimum expectations. What we would like to see next is a pullback in wave 4 at some point. I won't tell you it will happen now because there's no signal for it, no sign for it. I need to see a small 5-wave move down on a smaller time frame. In contrast, this looks a little bit like a pennant, a bullish pennant or something. Hard to say. I can't really clearly tell you that this is a 5-wave move down yet, okay? So I need to see a little bit more price action. So primarily, I think we cannot confirm yet that this wave 4 has started, but I will let you know if I see anything, and then we should still get another high, ideally, okay? But, you know, what are we talking about? We're talking about really the micro or nano structures. Overall, the scenario is being fulfilled, and after these 5 waves up are complete, we can be watching then for this wave 2 pullback at some point. That would ideally take us maybe once more into the 30 to 31K region. But again, this can extend higher, right? I mean, when a crypto rally is going, it goes. That's always why I like to say it's so useful to have a core position so that you don't feel the FOMO. A lot of people will feel FOMO out there now. But if you have a core position, or even if you entered, for example, that tradable setup yesterday or one of the other setups, then that's great. I, for example, bought ETH in this pullback, a couple of tranches in this pullback here. I made channel members aware, so that's a short-term trade. That's great as well. So just watching for further extensions possible. Okay, that's my update about Bitcoin. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.